So what if your main monitor didn't live on your desk, but lived on your face instead? Do I look like a dentist? Because I honestly, I feel like a dentist. This is the Goovis Art head-mounted display, and this thing has a 110-inch micro-OLED screen and weighs about the same as a pair of chunky sunglasses. So yeah, I am reviewing this product, but in doing so, answering the question, is this type of form factor genuinely the future of productivity on your personal computer? Welcome back to the Feel Productive channel. My name's Ez. Let's get into it. So the Goovis Art is this lightweight, open style head-mounted display that plugs into pretty much any device and basically turns it into a wearable monitor. It isn't a VR headset. There is no built-in OS, no home screen, no controllers. It's literally just a very fancy external display in headset form. And you've got two 1080p micro OLED panels inside. In terms of setup, this is a very plug and play device. You just connect it over USB-C to pretty much anything that supports a DisplayPort alt mode. So your MacBook, many modern Windows laptops, iPads, iPhones, Android phones, handhelds like the Steam Deck, that kind of thing. And if you want HDMI, you can also use their adapter for PCs, consoles, or cameras. From your computer's point of view, it's just a monitor, so you can mirror your main display or use it as an extended screen. There's no pairing, there's no drivers, there's no accounts need to be set up. You plug it in, it lights up, and you're good. It even draws power from the connected device, which is part of why the headset itself is so small and so light. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's talk about one thing that's super important for productivity, and that's the text. Because if you're staring at tiny fonts in a document for hours, any blur or pixelation becomes annoying real fast. And because Goovis is using these high density micro OLED panels and only spreading them across about a 40-degree field of view, you can get a real dense image. And so in practice, that means you don't really see that blurry text effect like in older headsets. It feels closer to looking at a smaller but very sharp monitor than a giant but fuzzy projector. But I did feel like I couldn't have more than a single window in focus before the text started to get too small. So for writing, reading, and editing, that's kind of the ideal way to go. One of the big differences between this and something like a VR headset or fully enclosed XR glasses is the open view design. So because these aren't sealed in any way, you can still see your desk, your keyboard, and your environment in your peripheral vision. And Goovis are really leaning into that in their marketing. And honestly, it does make a difference. So for productivity, you can glance down at your keyboard or your mouse or your device whilst locking your focus into the central part of your vision. But you can still see when someone's walking into the room or your kid's standing right next to your desk and stuff like that. It kind of allows you to live in both worlds. Just know it's not the most immersive experience in the world. You almost never forget that you're wearing something on your head. By the way, I'll leave a link to the Goovis Art down below if you're interested. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please do give it a like and subscribe for more tech and productivity content. I know you want to. So on the spec sheet, you'll see that it says 110-inch screen and your brain goes, wow, that must be like a cinema. But remember, it's equivalent to a 110-inch TV at about 4-meter distance, which works out to roughly a 40-degree field of view. And in practice, that means it feels more like a big TV floating in front of you than a wall-to-wall VR-style experience. And to be honest, it feels a bit smaller than I anticipated. For productivity, I guess that's not actually a bad thing because 40 degrees means you can see the whole monitor without needing to move your head around. But if you're expecting like this wraparound ultra-wide style experience, that's not what this is. And even though the image is very sharp, you're still working with 1080p per eye. So on a regular 27-inch 4K monitor, you can comfortably have 3 columns of content side by side, multiple toolbars, and tiny UI elements, but not so much on a headset like this. So for spreadsheets, coding, or let's say you have Slack, email, and editing software all visible at once, a big physical monitor still wins. And even with sharp OLED panels, you're still focusing at a fixed distance the whole time, fairly close to your eyes as well. So I found myself having general eye fatigue, particularly if you run it at max brightness for long periods. But if you keep brightness moderate, you bump up the font size a touch, and you take regular breaks to look far away and stretch, then you could get a lot of use out of these, particularly if you don't want to be tied to your desk. At 110 grams, it's still light, but it's sitting on your head. So over time, You might start to notice the strap loosening slightly and the image drifting, especially if you move your head around a lot. There are built-in speakers and a 3.5mm headphone jack on the unit itself, and the audio quality from the built-in speakers are fine. They're totally usable for calls or casual YouTube viewing type stuff, but if you care about sound or want isolation, you'll probably want to be wearing whichever earbuds or headphones that you have. And because it draws power over USB-C, the cable is always there. It's always kind of hanging from the side of your head. And whilst that's not a deal breaker, it's just a reminder you're basically tethered to a device that it's also pulling power from. So expect battery life to drop faster than normal on the device that you're using. And if you're on the go, you'll probably want to have a power bank or be close to a power outlet. So are products like the Goovis Art the future of productivity? Well, I'd say they're a glimpse of one version of the future. Head-mounted displays, I feel in general, can be quite limited in that they feel very much like an add-on peripheral to another device, rather than feeling like a fresh, new independent device that connects to all of the services and platforms you love. So I'd say this definitely still feels like an early version of a form factor that is still taking shape. And I reckon there's probably still a couple of years until we really see how people adopt display tech to their everyday productivity. I wouldn't personally want this to be my only display right now. I'd say the biggest thing holding this back is just the way it looks. And it sounds really superficial, but outside of the cost of an Apple Vision Pro, for example, the biggest barrier to it becoming mainstream is that people wouldn't feel comfortable wearing it in public. And if you're wanting a single screen that can replace a big monitor and give you tons of multi-window real estate, we're not quite there yet with this. But as a portable private 110-inch monitor, the Goovis Art is way more practical than I expected. And speaking of practical display technology, I reviewed the X-Real 1 Pros previously, so if you want to see how that form factor compares to these, I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one. I'll see you there.